Okay, so a couple more things about Namaste bitches, and then I'm just gonna move on. Last week, you know, Teresa and Melissa had this guy named Eddie. He was like their first guest. I believe he has a podcast or he's active on social media. Can't remember the name of the podcast, but I know his name was Eddie. Anyways, he was very excited to be on the pod, and he was just like, Teresa, I'm a big supporter of yours and I've been following you for all of this time and I love you, right? So eventually he said, I was born in Spain because Teresa said to him, I love like the way you speak. I love your accent, right? And I thought that was interesting again because obviously she got some backlash a few weeks ago for making fun of Sofia Vergara's accent. And then now she's like saying to this guy, oh, I love the way you speak. You know, it's so suave. I love it. Like, where are you from? Right. So then the guy goes and he says, I was born in Spain and I was raised in New Jersey. So then Teresa says to him, oh my gosh, you are like my husband, you know, my husband is Spanish too, and you're Latino, right? Love it. Like I love Latinos. So then I had to laugh a little bit, right? And I'm not saying that Teresa had any intention when she said it. I think it was a real Teresa moment where like it just went over her head, right? So I'm just making a little fun. I'm poking a little fun at her here, but I just wanted to say that I think it's time for Teresa to just maybe sit down with Louis and have a conversation between the difference, right? Because there is a difference. Spanish people from Spain are not considered Latino and vice versa. Like Latino people speak Spanish, but they are not Spanish, right? Now, I don't know anything about Eddie's background. I don't know where his parents are from. It's very possible that his parents may be Latino and he was just born in Spain, or he could be born in Spain from Spanish parents, which would make him Spanish, right? So I just thought it was funny. Because lately, Teresa has been putting her foot in her mouth and nobody has said anything on the pod. Like, nobody said, oh, actually, he's not, like, if he's born in Spain, he would be Spanish, not Latino, right? So, anyway, so I just wanted to say that, Teresa, no shade, or maybe a little shade, actually. And another thing that happened today, that was last week, but another thing that happened today that I thought was a little funny, after Lindsay, they had another guy that was a guest and he came on to ask a question. I can't remember the name of the caller or the guest, but anyways, he was very excited to be there too, and they were excited to have him. So to make a long story short, the guy makes a comment about having a shot ski at home, like that someone gifted him, that says, what does it say? Like, anyways, like something that Teresa said. Like it's like one of Teresa's catchphrase on the front and something else at the back, right? But those people, they're coming in and they technically have 2 minutes to kind of like talk and ask a question to Teresa or to Melissa. But then, as soon as he said this about the shot ski, the whole conversation, like Melissa, she was extremely, extremely excited, and she just kept on talking about the shot ski and talking about what they're going to do at their event, because Teresa and Melissa are having a live podcast event on October 5th, I believe, in New Jersey, right after Melissa's fashion show. By the way, Melissa is having her event on October 4th, and Teresa will have hers on October 5th. So anyways, the conversation, like the whole 2 minute, it was done. It was like up, right? They were just talking about having the shot ski at their event, and then the guy never got a chance to ask his question. And I was just like thinking, you know what? They're still new at this. Obviously, it's just their second week, like doing like live calls or like with guests and all of that. So we're gonna, be nice and just, cut them some slack a little bit. But I would like for them to stop interrupting their guests. Like that drives me nuts when people are trying to talk and ask their questions and they've been waiting for so long. This is their moment, their opportunity to ask what they want to ask to the celebrity or to the TV personality. And I just felt like, not that it mattered to the guy, because he was probably just happy to just be sitting there and having a conversation with Teresa and Melissa. But for me as the listener, I was just like, please stop talking. Let the guy